Hi, Janelle here with Sheep Hill Herbs. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. In this video, I am sharing part of a class on allergies. So I just want to say that I am not a medical professional. I'm a holistic practitioner, and the information in this video is for educational purposes only. Hope you enjoy. And there will be probably 2 to 3 parts of this class that I will post over the next week or so. So thank you. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell button, comment. Check out my description down below where I have my link tree that links to everything I recommend, including my own website, my Etsy shop, Mountain Rose Herb, the best place to buy your bulk herbs, and more. So let's get started. All right, so I'm speaking on my experience and then what I was taught in my different herbal schools about allergies. So I guess the allergies that I'm referring to, because there's so many different types of allergies, but specifically we're referring to the like spring, hay fever, sneezing, runny nose, watery eyes, in reference to plants coming alive and blooming and the pollens in the air. And all allergic response is like an inflammation response in the body. So Dr. Christopher, he would teach that the cleaner your body is, the more or the least amount of toxins, or he would use the word mucus. The diet that I learned through School of Natural Healing was called the mucusless diet. So that was basically a vegetarian diet, no meat, no dairy, whole grains, nuts, seeds. And initially I tried to do that diet, but found that I have a wheat intolerance, so I really couldn't do it. I couldn't eat, and today I can't eat grains to replace the protein of meat, or I probably would. I prefer grains over eating, well, I guess meat is fine, but I don't really want meat as much as I'd rather have vegetables and grains and stuff. But when you eliminate processed foods and you have this like cleaner mucusless diet, he said your body doesn't have as much waste or mucus inside and can handle toxins from the environment. So I'm going to talk about herbs that help you, like help your body, what I say, spring clean, and then herbs that also help with inflammatory response to calm down that response to the toxins that you're breathing in. And then also talking about like how you can even prepare yourself for the following year as you get older to reduce allergies in your life. So my partial theory is as we age, we don't get rid of toxins as easily or quickly as a young person, and also we're usually less active. Kids are always, or should be, unless they're on devices too much, but active and exercising and breathing deeply and moving the body. So it does help with getting filtering and sweating and getting rid of toxins from the environment and our foods and whatever. So unless you exercise, and I'm not saying, I don't think you have to be like heavy exercising, but like walking and moving and getting in those deep breaths. I think as we age, then things sort of settle in our system. And my other thought and belief is that especially in the last 5 years or so or less, there is just so many more toxins in the environment. And I think that this spring allergy season is not just pollens, it's all of the chemical sprays from the farm fields. And I don't want to blame the farms, or farmers, but I definitely have seen in the last 5 years a major difference in my own allergy season, I guess. And pay attention, like you'll see in the spring the crisscrossing of the clouds, of the plains and the spray in the sky. And we live near so many different farms. We live next to 2 farms that are not organic. So if they're not organic, they are spraying the fields and stuff. And I think it's that on top of the pollens, the plants that we're trying to process all at the same time. Our body is like in major overload mode. Does anybody disagree with that?
Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense.
So goldenrod is an interesting plant. Did anyone gather it this fall? It's so beautiful and golden. It's like the last full crop, I would say, harvestable crop in the fall that, you know, is noticeable and beautifies the landscape. And I have a lot of it growing on my property. And goldenrod was typically used, has multiple purposes, but by the Native American peoples for kidney, urinary tract, bladder. And allergies, whether it's skin or anything respiratory and sinus related, always you want to look at your kidney function and your liver function. So when you have a lot of wetness in your body, it's not mucus, you really want herbs to help dry, and herbs that help the kidneys drain. I guess the best word would be drain. So when our kidneys are overloaded with, I don't always want to blame foods and drinks. I don't like to, but let's talk about emotions and then food. So kidneys actually hold fear. Like that, if you have a lot of fear, worry, fear being the opposite of faith or love, it goes to our kidney space. And I'm not sure why. So let's say you have a lot of fear in your life, and then you're also, you know, maybe you drink soda, a lot of sodas, and I don't have to go into all the foods that we know are just not ideal. That combination is a lot of stress for the kidneys. So let's say you do have pretty upbeat attitude, maybe not a lot of fear. You're very positive, say a lot of positive things, but don't have the best diet. You can partake in a lot of foods that someone who has much more fear or anxiety or stress in their life, they have to kind of eat way better, or get rid of those emotions that are the negative emotions. So you're kind of working on both at the same time. But goldenrod is going to help strengthen the kidneys and the bladder, cause a type of drainage that gets rid of mucousy conditions. It's not really like a respiratory breathing herb, which some of the herbs I'm going to share are. It's really a urinary tract herb. And what I know about it is that it's really good to take ahead of time. So, you know, most people, when their spring allergies hit, they're taking some sort of pill or something, Claritin, where the herbs, you really want to start working with them like months ahead of time, or even now, like, okay, I'm preparing for next year, for allergy season. Now, it's not too late to start today. You know, we haven't hit the pollen time yet, but I'm just trying to say that it's sort of like a preparatory thing with the herbs, especially the goldenrod. So we're going to make Goldenrod Oxymel with Goldenrod, and then I did bring along 2 other herbs that you can choose to add as well: corn silk and shavegrass. And corn silk is the silk from corn, so you can collect it yourself if you grow organic, or even if you find a farm and ask them, save me some corn silk. It just has to be dried, and usually it turns brown. I did dry some and it stayed golden, and I don't know why, but I've had it both ways. And that again is like a kidney urinary herb. And then shavegrass is as well, and that's horsetail shavegrass, and we're gonna add that into the mix. And shavegrass is also very nutrient dense, so any time we have a weakness in the body, we really want to look to being or increasing our nutrients, our vitamins and minerals. It just gives the body more strength. And the cool thing about these herbs, because some people get worried like with their diuretic properties, meaning they cause you to urinate more, but not, let's say you have a urinary tract infection, you're like going to the bathroom a lot and a little bit a lot. It causes you to go more fully and to completely like empty your bladder, help dissolve kind of particles, but will not imbalance like electrolytes. If you take some kind of over-the-counter diuretic or something, like you can throw off the balance in your system by getting rid of too many fluids. So the herbs in their whole state are balanced, and it keeps your body balanced. So those are the 3 herbs I brought along to create the Oxymel, and then some honey and vinegar. And I want to share on some other things, some other herbs that are also useful here. So I have plugged in over there my diffuser. I don't know if you can smell it. Okay.
Yeah.
I put myrrh in there. Now myrrh, MYRRH, is a resin, a sap that we are not going to be collecting here. I really like myrrh. And I have bought myrrh from Mountain Rose Herb as powder. I have it in my own stash of herbs, and taken it internally as a powdered form. I have put it in tinctures, and I've also bought the resin to use in an incense burner, and then I have the essential oil. Myrrh is very anti-inflammatory. And maybe I'll just share like a little bit of like my experience with allergies, and I'm hoping and praying this year is better for me, because last year I do feel like I was better. Maybe I'll just pause or stop.